have a chance to recover.
Strike fast. That forest shall burn.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
Follow me.
You there! You'd best go elsewhere. There's no business to be had here.
That man just now seemed...
You'd best go elsewhere. There's no business to be had here. That's...
Fancy a look at my wares? Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Do come again. No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Ah, you must be the visitor. You would know of our village? Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
We're going this way.
This is the inn, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
We must rest. Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
Greetings. I trust you are. If you have any questions, ask away. If aught about our hump, what is here that to begin with, those who want, of course, you are no exception. Which is to say, is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious? What? Naturally, I'm not the only one. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont. And in response, she's... Oops. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen. Those who deal in information must ne'er... Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you say. I've lived in this village many... Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care then. You, sir, are worthy. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fail up...
This looks as if 'twould fetch a hefty sum.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide. There's a ladder here.
We shall remain here.
You made it after all. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Figures you'd want to know about. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordin, but I suppose I can... His real name is Dara. But we had no choice, see? We're men and women, that's why he was cast. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, but he failed. So the title... That's when he went off, saying he... And what a scheme that turned out. Still, you'd have a hard time. But we can't have him thinking that me thinks he needs something to... That all you wanted to... Aye. Till next time, then. That all you want... What can I say? Not many... Anyway, we send them packing with a trifle. We only train the rare few who make... That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till... Now, as to the Maester's teaching...
My apologies for the wait. We grew further apart than I'd anticipated.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
You're here. I've been...
I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
I'm in no hurry to live.
Tis a letter most inscrutable, and I fear 'twill remain as such if we cannot find another piece to this puzzle.
Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
Fancy a look at my wares?
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I've... oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable. But in time, we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
It seems we already possess what's required.
Ah, it would seem we've rediscovered an old haunt by a new entrance.
Remarkable how the route taken can alter one's perception of a place.
Another statue. Mayhap 'twill yield us aught of use.
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it? In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Be ready. Our foes are armed. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
This calls for a curative.
What will come of this?
Ingredient. If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side.
True enough.
Ah, our errand is nearly done, and not a moment too soon.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Right you are.
But dreams are free, I say.
I should be on top form tonight. I can feel
I'm a predicament.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
We've come all this way, only to find ourselves unawaited. Perhaps our timing was awry.
I'm not sure we're making any progress here.
Welcome to the We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you? Come back any time.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found? This scrap. This alone can prove little, but to think, 'tis a surprise. But a well. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deez's, you have done well, your majesty.
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent.
There is much we ought to tend to. A place with books likely to Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. There is much we ought to tend to. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill, but hold a moment. Does... I see. Ah, but of course, a clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an and all the while, the doubts lurking in the heart. A clever ploy. I've no doubt that this bill would prove it.
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's... Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we were...
Come, I'll lead the way.
Easy today. My knees are acting up small.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
What should I do?
alms for the poor. Pray grant those less Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May for... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms? Few can afford perpetual...
My prayers will surely be rewarded. 'Tis my duty to devote my life to prayer. 'Tis my duty to devote my life to prayer. A short repose would do me a world of...
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope?
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Was I lacking in devotion?
May I treat myself to a tipple before bed? Isn't there anything to do?
Of course. No one would bother with a wretch like me.
The heavens have forsaken us. All is lost. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. Hold on a moment. You see, one of the children, Malcolm his name is, this building's very... Might I impose on you?
Let us begin by gathering information.
I quite agree.
Shall we seek some answers? Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you?
Wish someone had put...
Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
I'll get that.
Make it quick.
Resist.
And nary a coin to show for it.
I've made my bed. Now to lie.
Where's my comb? My fur is frightened.
Quit acting so
Is there aught I can assist?
I spend my days in chaos in the world.
Might I beg but a Might I beg but a moment?
Malcolm. Don't know why he bothered.
Got to sell off what I can while I'm in town. 'Tis good to be busy.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here. Pray, follow me. I'm not game enough to hang about here.
Barely drag my ass out of bed.
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope?
Where could Malcolm... Perhaps you could try asking the...
At least I have my life. That's something.
Can scarce afford to keep us fed these days.
Oh, what does this say?
Let's have a look then.
I don't know what to do.
What to do? I've no mother or father. I wanted to get them a present. The problem. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch for true. I'm sure you'll find the prick.
My legs are fair numb.
Malcolm's been really... Just the other day, he was gone...
You don't need a permit to get in. Just hide in the back of an ox cart, aye? It works. Mind, you've got to avoid the guards, but it's easy enough. I should know.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Maybe he was hoping to find something...
My pack's grown rather heavy.
Perhaps 'tis time we return to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
I wonder what it was Malcolm found.
Supper and a night's rest is all I need. It's been a hard day. There's no telling what will happen if I linger here.
I'll have an answer.
Naught but trouble here. Let's move along.
Hoya Risen! Have you brought me a... Well, take your time.
I feel no difference to you. I wonder what moments the moral has in store. Adventuring's a grand way to wind up a cadaver. pursuit of betterment is an endless...
We were supposed to go Wish he'd woken me up. I was really...
Shall we report our results? Vaults, eh? Let us inform Sir Kendrick of what we've learned.
Vaults? Ah, but you mentioned rubble. Come, I fear. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is... Look, there, a hole. There is naught to be done but have a... Let us make haste.
To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
Can't say I'm any happier to see this foe than the last time we crossed paths.
Malcolm, thank good you have my eternal...
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've booked, sir.
Truly, perhaps we ought...
We ought to follow close behind, lest we get separated.
Right you are.
I cannot fault your prowess.
Over here! Come...
Heavens above!
Isn't it a...
'Tis quite a finding. Why, I've ne'er seen so many. Might I ask that we cannot allow them. We ought to entrust its care to... As for you, Malcolm, I forbid...
Oh, but...
However, in exchange... Let's investigate this...
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
The books ne'er seem to...
Nothing ever seems to happen around here.
If something lurks among us,
We may not see it till 'tis too late.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead. It seems you must attend a palace masquerade if you're to meet the one who would falsely claim your title. 'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. Pawns are permitted to approach the castle but not walk the grounds. I shall accompany you to the entrance.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Pick up every little thing you find and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurer's trade.
Pray, take this.
Would that I could spend all day here. Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering. It is lovely to see you.
Such quietude is a blessing.
This is where I come when night gets overwhelming.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Those new recruits barely lift their sword.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Always sets me to thinking, this place.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
Would that I ne'er had cause to draw steel.
Well, have you... Oh, guide me outside, then. Come along.
I mustn't let the captain see my limbs yet.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
Do not test me. This cannot be. This should be fun. If you truly are, words may be with, mayhap, the knowledge I've gained.
Shall we report this development to Captain Brandt? Come, I'll lead the way.
Oh,
You!
dear. What am I to do?
We have arrived.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your magic, I bear word from Regent Kensfe, a minister who happens to, from the pains he took to remain on. That alone is reason to suspect. The Regent Kin intends to. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister. I shall ensure that the door to the minister's. There is much we ought to tend to. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been. Mayhap it would be prudent. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your... Do not forget that we will...
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
This isn't much to go on. Mayhap I ought to ask around town. Mayhap I ought to ask around town. This isn't much to go on.
As pawns are not permitted within the castle, I will bid you farewell when we reach the entrance. Over here, if you please.
Wait, you're equipped.
Here we are.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare...
You... follow me!
One noble heart. That's enough intellect inside. Welcome respite.
Those recruits don't know punk for orders arrived.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to blame.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melve. Melve, I say! I'm not sure who gave the orders, but I'd like to know what they were thinking. 'Tis beyond my ken, I'll say that much.
As it should be. 'Tis no concern of ours. I'll hear no more of this tittle-tattle, thank you. Pray focus on the task at hand.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident. Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
I've not trained for this.
I wish the Minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chamber.
Do you recall that package from Batawa delivered to Minister's chambers last week? Well, just between you and me, I blundered and nearly tipped the contents out onto the floor. Should have heard the charging.
Still, I suppose there's not much to worry about. Not as if we let the bees wander around the palace.
What business could be...
I would not presume to... However, it must...
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally... Oh, unring... As if anyone in this... Now, if we...
Surely none more than...
Indeed. But... What are you doing in here? I don't recognize you. Guards, see. It's the...
must hold out till someone comes to free me.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed...
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Ah, understood, milady.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. Still, you are welcome to come...
Naught compares to a real bow.
I dare say I could forget all.
Hail, friend! Have you heard aught of the masquerade? 'Tis said they are in celebration. However, in truth, but therein lies our charm. Might I ask you to infiltrate one of... You have my thanks. I will speak with a sentinel. Patrick will be wearing a mask without a mane. And, hopefully this information... Come to think of it, there has been tell of some... I've not been told. Any guest of my mother's is bound to... You should be going now, friend.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
I dare say I could forget all my troubles here.
Let them talk, I'm told. Still a while to go before my shift's over.
I fancy a kick, but not at the expense of my duty.
Mayhap I'll come here when I've a day to myself.
Time to put bread on the table.
Oh, that's a stiff
My
boards.
wise you are as discerning with time as with coins.
That's such peace. See myself.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
What's this? Oh, if only my collection were... Alas, the scuff and would wound my pride if your curiosity shall... The man's home is located in back...
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Coins no good.
All this hustle and bustle is...
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Unless I am mistaken, what we require is already in our possession.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your majesty's... I know this sigil well. Let me see. Pray make haste in secure... a meager clue. Though the political situation... I fear such a part... At any rate, I will investigate these matters as best... Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent, and ere it slips my mind.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember. It seems you must attend a palace masquerade if you're to meet the one who would falsely claim your title. Shall we make for Vernworth Palace?